Not pretty.
Trevor Ariza goes to the basket.
Dives in right center, makes the catch.
Congratulations on your victory, boy. You look real good out there. We're really fucking impressed. Welcome to the real world, baby! Nighty night, bitch.
With a story written by Will Rokos, writer of Monsters Ball, you take the role of Andre Bishop, a boxer with a troubled past from the depths of prison to the fame of professional boxing. In a first for EA Sports, a mature content rating was given, allowing for a more realistic take on damage, dialogue, and story content. With the introduction of a new cinematic single-player experience, new control scheme, authentic damage system, and online gyms, Fight Night Champion looks to hold on to its current position as the heavyweight boxing champ.
Easy now, son. Don't try to talk. Just take it easy now.
The moment you start the game, you'll be introduced to the highly talked about champion mode. You play as Andre Bishop, a boxer who is born with natural talent who is quickly rising in the ranks, but falls into trouble and winds up in prison. Without giving away any spoilers, the mode is excellent and the set pieces you're faced with really help the mode be one of a kind. For example, in one situation you break one of your hands and end up having to finish the fight with one hand. Very similar to the Roy Jones Jr. versus Bernard Hopkins fight in 1993. Having these real life scenarios implemented into the story really make the mode feel alive and draws you in. The star of the mode is not the story, the actors, or even the set pieces though. It's the amazing presentation with ESPN intros, outros which showcase what we have all long been after from EA Sports. But where Champion Mode falters is in its length. In 4 to 8 hours you will quickly fly through it and be left wanting more. It is a minor complaint that is enhanced further when you are forced to head to Legacy Mode for your single player experience. Legacy Mode in Fight Night Champion is very similar to Fight Night Round 4. While the mode has been tweaked for a better balance and offers a better leveling system, it still comes off bland and boring. Pretty much all there is to do is train and fight. The leveling system has been changed with a similar style to the Mass Effect leveling system. As you improve certain areas of your stats, you unlock bonuses such as greater stun chances or one-punch KOs to name just a couple. The mode is fun and offers a reasonable fix for offline gamers. We just wish they would have made the mode deeper and would have loved to see the same level of presentation in Legacy Mode that we saw in Champion Mode. But with the combination of Legacy Mode and Champion Mode, offline gamers will at least have something to sink their teeth into.
Here we go, round 2 is underway.
Fight Night Champion attempts to make the game more accessible and easier on the thumbs with the all-new full spectrum punch controls. The way the new controls work is simple. Any direction you flick the right stick will result in a punch coming from that direction. Flick the stick to the left, you get a left hook. Flick it down and to the right, you get a hooker cut. With this easy-to-learn system, you will quickly be flicking out lightning-fast combinations. Button users are not forgotten either, with default controls having both punching from the buttons and the right stick. Another new addition is the one-button block controls. The system is more ratings driven and does away with having to pick the block high or low. Instead, simply pulling the right trigger will cause your fighter to raise his hands and block any incoming shots as you are holding the trigger. Your fighter will not block every punch though. Depending on his ratings and the reflexes, he will attempt to pick off as many shots as possible. A more dangerous method to attempt to block incoming punches is by the flick system. If you time your trigger pull at the moment the punch is about to land, you will then be able to counter off that punch and land a heavy blow. The negative to this system is that if you mistime the flick, then you leave yourself open for a clean punch to be landed. The last big addition to the controls is the addition of the heavy punch modifier. This takes the place of the cartoony looking haymaker punches. The heavy modifier punches are just stronger, more dangerous punches. They look and feel more realistic than they've ever been implemented before. The ability to apply power to any punch, even the jab, is an excellent addition. The controls maintain a very similar to feel than any other Fight Night. The biggest hurdle you will have to adapt will be the new punch and block controls, but in no time you'll be boxing like a superstar. If you played Fight Night Round 4, then you know firsthand that the game had plenty of gameplay issues ranging from stamina to punch accuracy. Fight Night Champion looks to fix those areas and make the game more realistic as well. The first thing that will stand out to you is the increased punch combination speed. Ripping out 3 to 4 punch combos is now possible. It feels great and looks much closer to what we see on TV. The one problem with the system now is that your boxer will throw combos you did not intend to throw. This will result in leaving yourself open when you did not want to and result in possibly getting knocked down. Next, you will notice the punch power and punch offsetting looks much better. Now when a strong shot lands, you will see and feel as your boxer is knocked off balance, thus resulting in an inaccurate punch. This will also open up a fighter to combos and brings a level of fear to letting the hands fly recklessly. One area that we are not completely happy with is the counter system. They still utilize a counter window, which if you land a punch in that window will result in a camera flash and zoom presentation effect. We don't understand the reasoning for it and believes it brings in a level of arcade which is not needed. Lucky for the hardcore sim crowd, there is an option for simulation presentation. This turns off all flashes and presentation effects. Combining this setting with the wide camera view and all meters turned off equals to a much better experience to what we would rather have seen right out the box. The stamina system appears to be much better than what it was in round 4. When you throw a punch that misses, you take a large stamina hit, where if your punch lands, you're awarded with a smaller stamina loss. This results in picking your exchanges more carefully and not throwing wild punches that miss their target. The all-new damage system is amazing to witness. The level of diversity we have experienced has been great. One match you might see a fighter get caught and develop a cut in the first or second round with very little swelling, but blood dripping down his chest and onto his shorts. Then the next fight you might see the same 2 fighters go through a 10-round war that results in a fighter's eye being swole shut but developing no cut. The system is beautiful to look at and offers enough diversity that it makes every fight feel and look different. Gameplay makes up the heart and soul of most video games. Fight Night Champion has delivered to fight fans. The improvements to gameplay is both more realistic and more balanced than it has ever been.
Me to go behind Gus's back. Stay away.
Overall, Fight Night Champion has delivered across all fronts. The gameplay has been refined, balanced, and improved enough to feel like a completely new experience. The graphics are outstanding, and I will be shocked not to see it mentioned for Graphics of the Year. The sound design, while it's not perfect, it gets the job done. And while the amount of game modes is not huge, there are enough modes to keep you entertained. Whether you're playing Champion Mode, Legacy Mode, Online, or using the online gyms, you should have enough options to find something you like. Bottom line, Fight Night Champion is the best Fight Night yet. While it has minor flaws, the large portion of the game is excellent.